I think that there's two different types of empathy that exist in this world, and they both stem from the same exact source, but one of them is manufactured and one of them is true. And let me explain what I mean about that. So, we all have the ability to be empathetic to others, but naturally, in this world that we live in, we don't necessarily want to show this level of vulnerability to care for others unless it has some political motive. So if there's a political motive, it's very clear because that's the manufactured empathy. For example, if you're watching the news and you say, "Oh, what's on the local news today?" They all have the same exact story. They get you looped in by saying the same exact words over and over again. A child was wounded in a war in Palestine. A peaceful protester was run over by a vehicle. And they get your heart going like, oh, I can't believe these things are happening. Then they switch. They pull you into a story about puppies. Here's the dog of the day. And they get you on this emotional roller coaster. And you have no control over your emotions. After the puppies, then you start talking about food. Let's bring in the 5-star chef of the day. By the way, I love what you're wearing. That's a beautiful necklace. These are all things that are designed to manufacture a feeling and take advantage of the natural empathy that exists inside of you already. The other type of empathy is the kind that comes straight from your heart, where you feel somebody else, you feel their pain, you feel their emotions. That sort of empathy is what the manufacturers of the other type of empathy are going after by having you watch the news and get sucked into doom scrolling online. They want to take that superpower of yours that helps you to feel other people's feelings and use it for their own political gain. So if you could take empathy, which is a superpower, and weaponize it by manufacturing these feelings within you, then it's really easy to divide and conquer all of society. Our government does it. Every government around the entire world does it because it works really well. When someone else has control over your emotions, that is when you lose your sovereignty and free will. And when you find that others and yourself are repeating the same things that are being said on the news or on social media, these catchphrases, that's when you have to catch yourself and say, wait, is this real empathy? I do feel bad for these people, but is somebody making me feel bad for these people? And what is happening in the rest of my life that I'm neglecting by taking all of this great energy and putting it behind this particular cause? That's the manufactured empathy that you have to be aware of so that you're not being sucked into something that isn't truly aligning with how you truly feel. Just my 2 cents. But what do I know? I'm just a regular person.